choices.
So today with squats, I'm trying out a new setup that will hopefully relieve the problem that I have with my elbows. As I've been saying, the key to finding a solution for me is to find a way that will allow me to load my back rather than my elbow when that bar is on me. So let's see how it goes as I warm up, and I'll tell you guys what I'm doing differently later on. So at about the mid 300, this is when the problem typically shows up. But at this point, it was still feeling pretty good. Normally, I don't do voiceovers for my top sets because I want you guys to get the full sights and sounds and get a taste of the intensity. Today, however, I had to because when I originally uploaded this video onto YouTube, my audio was muted due to copyright issues with a song that was playing in the back. If you guys haven't noticed, I always play the same song for my heavy squats. Everyone has a PR song. Mine is Lyrical Exercise by Jay-Z. I want to know what your PR song is if you got one. Comment below. So I did it, guys. I figured it out. It felt so good, in fact, that I went back down to the 410 that I missed last week, and I got the 2 reps that I missed. And this made me happy because although I probably shouldn't have done this and it burns me out, but I hate leaving work on the table, and I'm glad I got it done. So, now let's discuss how I fixed this issue that's been nagging me for the last couple of weeks. In my research trying to find a solution, I discovered a very important concept. I learned that the tissue that is loaded first is maximally loaded. So what does this mean? My elbows were taking the load, so that means that somewhere in the initial phase of my setup, I load my elbows first. I knew that I had to shift that load onto my back, which could support it, so I had to find a way to load my back first. So, what did I do differently this week? If you guys go back and watch my 295 warm-up, and even the set of 420, you will notice a very subtle change. How I would start my setup before was with a thumbless grip. I use a thumbless grip because I don't have the shoulder mobility to hold the bar comfortably with my thumbs around it. Through trial and error, I realized that if I grab the bar with my thumbs around it first, I'm able to load my back first. So what I do now is exactly that. I drive my back into the bar for it to be the first tissue loaded, and only then, when my back is tight, do I transition from a thumbs around to thumbless grip. It's insane how such a small change can make a world of difference. This new position also allows me to rest the bar higher on my back without it being so low, which causes me to fold over, which taxes my lower back. It lets me shoot straight down into the bottom of the squat because now I'm able to stand upright and don't have to fold over to keep the bar centered in the bar path. This way I can truly utilize my legs to their full potential. As you guys can see, last week was nowhere near what I was capable of. It wasn't a strength issue. I knew my body could do it. It was all about getting into proper position to do so. I'm going to show you guys what I typically eat for breakfast on most days. Got coconut oil, cinnamon, banana, oatmeal, peanut butter, and some eggs. Make sure you get free run eggs. They're much better for you. They also taste. So cut up your banana. Cinnamon. Grab some milk. I want to get enough milk where I just coat the top. In there for 2 minutes. Can't have eggs without orange juice. The milk gives you a little protein, but that's not enough. So that's why I have the eggs. Because if I was just having carbs and fat, I would get pretty hungry during my workout. Plus, with myself in particular, I find that if I don't have protein, my stomach feels very empty. And I just like feeling satiated. My bus took super long today, so I'm starting my workout much later than I wanted to. I'm starving. I go to my weekly massage and acupuncture session every Tuesday. My lower back is my primary concern with treatment, and we only have enough time in a single session to treat either my elbow or shoulder after that. Squats felt amazing on Monday, and my elbows were in zero pain, so I didn't get them treated yesterday. I decided to get my shoulder treated instead because that's the biggest issue I have in my training, and I knew bench day was coming up. I felt my elbows a little bit warming up and kind of regretted not getting them done, but I threw on the double cuff again and they felt good. Definitely better than last week. My elbows are probably still recovering from the last couple of weeks, but it should be 100% by next week. This is the 4th week of training out of my 6-week meet prep. I would say this is the hardest week because I have to work up to my heaviest triples, and from here on out, I'm only going to be attempting a double and a single. Me being able to hit what was supposed to be a set of 3 for 4 lets me know that I'm much stronger than what I had hoped to be at this point, and that's great news. Honestly, it felt so good that I felt like I could have even gone a 5th rep if I wanted to. I contribute all of my bench success lately to incorporating the incline barbell bench into my routine. My main goal right now is to develop the most pressing power possible, and this has been the game changer for me. This exercise puts all your pressing muscle, your chest, especially upper chest, shoulders, and triceps through more range of motion, as well as it being a tougher movement. I consider it a cross between the flat bench and overhead press for your shoulders. It really provides a blend of benefits from these two other exercises into a single movement. Definitely try it out for yourself. I finished off with the kettlebell chest circuit that I do, and you guys can see in the back of Matt killing these guys. Enjoy. This is the first set of deadlift that has challenged me all of meet prep. I had to grind to the point where my chest began to cramp on the final rep. My best triple for the deadlift was 500 pounds at about 178, and I think I could have grinded out a 4th one today. That would make me at my strongest ever for my deadlift. Keep in mind, guys, I'm still lifting with a stiff bar, which kills a lot of my speed off the floor, which in turn taxes my lower back, which doesn't happen to me at all with deadlifts. I'm thinking once I get to the meet with a whippy bar, it's going to be a joke. I want my training to be harder and tougher than it has to be. So when it's game day, my confidence is sky high because I know it's easier than what I've been doing. You gotta do a lot of reps for this exercise to really feel it, but as you can tell by my face, I definitely do. If you guys peeped the mirror earlier when I was deadlifting, you could see this kid was filming me. This is Daniel. He's only 16 years old and he's at Apex for his high school placement. Although he's only here to put weights on the bar for Matt and I and pick up my Wendy's order, I'm actually nice enough to make him my training partner.
Control.
All joking aside, you just saw him squat 135 pounds with a lot more in the tank. This is his first time barbell squatting, and this heavy too. That's amazing for a 140-pound kid who's never squatted before. I look forward to seeing what I can do with him for the next couple of months. I see a lot of potential in him, and I love teaching, especially younger lifters.
Nice.
We call him the prodigy at the gym, so let's see if he lives up to that title.
Let's go, Dan. Bring it home, man. Last one of the day. Kid's tough. Post-workout meal. I'm gonna show you guys how to eat clean at Wendy's. Add extra patty for $3.50. Large chili. I'm gonna post the macros.